We're opening sacred space. Opening your heart, opening your feelings, opening understanding, say your reasoning of, let your inner sun to shine, to shine. I am Malena, the Inca priestess, Nahima Aurora Sumac. I am one with Pachamama. Opening this ceremony as my true self. We call first to Pachamama, to our sacred space. Pacha, Pachamama, Pachamama, Mother Earth. Pacha, Pachamama, Pachamama. Our ground and nourishment, Pachamama. Receive our steps, our prayers, our offerings, our breathe. Breathe into your hearts, everyone. Hatum taita taita inti. Hatum taita inti. Taita inti, Father Son, radiant source of life, who today reached the peak of his golden power, today and tomorrow. Pacha taita inti hatum taita inti. Illuminate our minds, warm our hearts, awaken our inner sons. Taita taita inti taita inti Hakurina tuhironta Hakuyai hayayai. We go to the great apples, the great mountains, guardians of the mountains and keepers of the ancient codes and wisdom. Apu Machu Picchu, Apu Sangati in Cusco, the apples of the Himalayas in India, Apus Shasta in California, Apu Appalachia, the Mount Appalachia in Virginia, Apu Fuji in Japan, to guide us and protect this ceremony. We call to Lake Titicaca, the womb of creation, crystalline portal of the ancestors, the Incas, Manco Capac, Mama Oya, and all the Nustas, Inca priestess, are welcome here, surrounding us. And to all light beings and illuminated beings and children of the sun are welcome here. Of the sun, children of source, Christ consciousness, to Mama Kocha, Mother Ocean Spirit, to our sacred space. And may your emotional body be blessed during this gathering. So we welcome to all four elements. The fire element that ignites our purpose. Water cleans our emotions. Air open our vision. Earth anchor our truth. Light reveal what is ready to be seen in this solstice. And sound carry our prayers to the spiritual world. All into the four directions to the north, we call to the condor, great messenger of the heavens, who teaches us to see from above, to trust the winds of destiny. To the south, we call the serpent, guardian of the earth, who teaches us to shed what no longer serves us. To the east, we call to the hummingbirds, tiny warriors of joy that teaches us to enjoy the nectars, be playful. To the west, we call to the jaguar protector of the night, who teaches us courage, presence, and power of walking with dignity. We declare this solstice a great lion, great feline, raised opening in this sacred divine space. We will start with our intentions.
Thank you, Malena. That was beautiful and wonderful. That really sets up our space. So you may feel like you walked into another world. We took some time the other day to set up space here. And the great white lion also came in to sanctify the space and create a protective field. So welcome everybody, and I'm going to read our intentions in case some of you might be listening on phone and you can't see the text. The return of the great feline is not the return of women over men, nor feminine over masculine. It is the return of humanity's capacity to create in conscious relationship with life itself. It is the restoration of the living bond between earth, cosmos, creator, and creation, so that what we bring into the world serves the flourishing of life. This solstice, the Inca Sun God Inti Raymi returns us to the center. Just as every cell returns to the heart, humanity returns to the sun to remember its origin. The moment is not only a celebration, but a prophecy unfolding. The rays of the sun spiral into the human temples of mind, heart, and womb, awakening the child of the sun, the light within us. As the feminine, the masculine, and the new era of the heart come together like three flowers completing one another, we step into Sonqo Pacha, the time of the heart, the return of balance, consciousness, and the children of the sun, or the pure souls. So this is the way we want to acknowledge this, that truly it's not about one dominating the other, because the consciousness of domination, as you all know, has to end. And this has been, we've been in a long period of forgetfulness. So this is our heartfelt intention. And as mothers of autists, right? They are pure souls. And my son, who has Down syndrome, they are also joining us. The Down Syndrome Collective is joining us as well. And I just want everyone to know that we will ask for a little time in a bit, where if you want to share your intentions for today, you can do that. But we are sharing this publicly. So just know that if you do come on camera, you will likely be out in public as well, or you can share in the chat as well, just an FYI. So I'm Susan Oros, for those of you who are just joining in. I'm mother to Samantha Oros, or Sammy as we lovingly call her. And she is, sorry, I'm getting emotional. Has been my guide unknowingly for many years. But I've been working with her probably for the last, more consciously, probably for the last 11 years or so. And really inspired my awakening through challenges and different synchronicities. So as you can see, my mission is revealing the jewels of autism, because they are here to serve humanity, and they're not here to just seemingly make life difficult, but they're here to break down all that is not in truth and not in alignment with God's laws, as you might say. So I've been working with her for many, many years, and you can follow our links to our website and our Patreon to get more information or to look at more closely at the work that we do. So I won't go into a lot of detail about that. We have mainly energetic communication, what I call, there's like more than telepathy, I feel, because their sensory systems are so active that she has enhanced my sensory system, my sensory channels. So when I tune in with her or she sends a message, it's a sensory experience. It's a full body kind of experiences. And then she can transmit word for word at times, to transmit in sort of language, in linear language. She's not a speller. She did use letterboards for about a year between 2016, 2017. And then the amplification of cosmic information just made it really difficult for her to control her body. And I had to realize that that's not what she was primarily here for, but she does understand, and she is, it showed me that she is intelligent, and she's been listening all along, all these years. So this message came in from Sammy this morning, and I'll start with that and then hand you over to Malena. So today you are called to remember. Remember not just partial truths or half-truths, but the whole truth and what the human actually is. The human is an exquisite design, and by design we mean your genetics. Ethereal like discs encoded by Creator for certain qualities and attributes. This version of the human walking around is not the highest expression it can be, or was it designed to be. The human design has many more capacities than you can even imagine today. Mimicking these capacities through your current technologies will not unlock the full human potential that a natural evolutionary pathway would. And the uncomfortable truth for us non-speaking autistics is that trying to make us like the human you've seen will also not help us in the long run. We are you, and you are us. We're just the highest version of you. As we walk through this solstice portal together, the true pathway for the earth, for Gaia and humanity opens up. This is truly a gateway of remembrance and forgetfulness. Forget who you thought you were. Sammy. So, Malena?
Dear Susan, and Tami, dear friend, sister, in our soul mission to support other families and parents, caregivers, and professionals, all the autism community with our experience, our wholeness, with who we really are, and also who what we have learned from our children and their awesome collective, awesomeism, decent collective. Thank you, Susan, for inviting me today. Um, I'm Malena. I'm to Lucy first and foremost. Maria, my younger daughter, who is also neurodiverse. I'm myself neurodiverse. I'm in this journey. Lucy is 17 years old. She's non-speaker. She's a mystic, master, poet. She spells also. She uses spelling, RPM. She goes to an RPM school. But at the beginning, it wasn't like this. It was like everybody else. I was trying to look for ways to fix her diagnosis. In this journey, she showed me that she was energetically sensitive when she was 4 years old. That was my awakening point when she was feeling the energies in the house. And she asked me to clear the house with light, to give light to the house. I was practicing energy. I've been practicing so for 20 years now, but at that moment I was insecure. I have a lot of doubts about myself. But she asked me to send channel light to the house, to her. So I did it with faith, and she feels the house vibrations better, and she could calm down because she had a lot of meltdowns at that moment. And then we grew together. It was an aha moment where I shift my perspective, and I started my telepathy abilities started to expand, awake, and fine tune because she was silenced. Well, silent verbally, but not silent in my heart or in my soul. I could feel her energetically. She could send me visions when she need me, for example, at school, and I pick her up, and she was crying. I pick her up, and she was happy that I received her message. And since there, I've been in this journey from autism to awesomeism, I call it. And then leaving the awesomeism of my daughter, I also took the mentorship of Susie Miller. I'm awesomeism practitioner too. And then I went deep into divine light channeling. And I developed also my Andean cosmovision. As you can tell, I'm Peruvian, Inca priestess. I just graduated. Well, I graduated last year in initiations as Inca priestess, it has been a remembering of who I am. And this is what Lucy has helped me to remember with challenges. Yes, through challenges, of course, like everybody else. But I mean, the main lesson, an important lesson that she gave me was, Mommy, you need to surrender the control. You don't have the control here. And when I surrender the control and trying her to use the bathroom, right, the toilet training, or the so many things. If she has an autoimmune disorder, and she say that's an energetic imbalance, and you just need to give channel light for yourself and for myself. When I work on myself, on my inner work, and becoming authentic, she just expressed herself authentically. She's thriving. We are thriving with autism. We are now supporting others. We also are giving courses on the light of autism. I want to read something about what Lucy shared with me. She said, being a child with my sensitivities was a blessing and a struggle sometimes. Listening to the kind voice of the divine Father, Mother, angels, joining my energetic space, have been very supportive, especially during hard times. I learned early in life, toddler years, that my verbal communication was unreliable and limited. However, my dear mom joined me in energy, and she did not believe in the pessimistic outlooks of doctors. She reawakened her belief in intuition. At 4-year-old, she realized that the awesome and spiritually skilled person I was. Her shift in perception about me and autism have created and attracted miracles, including brilliant people and opportunities in our lives. These include the private school, the Sunrise program, Susie Miller and Lewis Mason process, and the RPM method providers. A miracle that we manifest with my mom and the divine was when I transferred from public school in the first grade to the Camellia private school, where I demonstrated my intelligence as well as reading and spelling abilities. My brain is incredible. I have access to universal knowledge. The non-speaking autistic people use more parts of their brain than neurotypicals. For instance, we use more portions of or functions of the right brain. This makes us extraordinary, intuitive, sensitive, and connected to the divine mind, as well as to our higher consciousness. It's an immense blessing to be capable of having this important capacity. All humans have the same potential. And this is just an extract of her writing. She typed this. I'm so moved to be losing mom. I'm so honored.
Thank you, Malena. I think you're a beautiful example of how to bridge the spelling aspect and maintaining the multidimensional nature of Lucy. Well, maybe you can
Yeah.
talk about the Chicana cross and what a little bit more about what the Incas, what the solstice meant to the Incas through these symbols.
Yes, dear. Um, so the Incas, if we want to talk about the history, but really, my ancestry came from the stars, you can say. Um, they came into the Lake Titicaca. They say, the legends say they come up from the Lake Titicaca, the first Incas. Some scientists have discovered that. Um, I hear some scientists saying that actually was a omni. What is the word? A ship, a spaceship that came. They descend from the skies and into the Lake Titicaca, and then they came out to the surface, established the land in the south of Peru. Cusco was the center of the Inca Empire. And the Chacana is the cross, the Inca cross, also called as the sounder, right? The sounder cross. It shows an spiral to the center, that is our heart, returning to our hearts. And the four directions, right? The north, south, east, west is so important, and the upper worlds and the lower worlds. Yeah, the upper worlds in ourselves, like the upper chakras, so from the heart up, from the heart down, are also the lower chakras. Or,
Yeah, and it
and
definitely
how
speaks of alignment, right? Alignment.
alignment, we unite our higher aspects with our human aspects. It's very grounding to me. And what we celebrate tomorrow, but since today we have been doing preparations since 3 days before the solstice, prepare for the festival of the sun. And this is a picture representation of the sun spirit or sun god. And in the Inca tradition, we use a lot of gold. The Incas feel it like a sacred gold, like showing the colors of the sun. The sun is the source of life. So without sun, the earth wouldn't exist, right? It wouldn't exist life on earth. We wouldn't exist, no creatures. So sunlight is our source of life, and we call it Taita Inti, with to the sun. That means father's son. Yeah.
Yes.
Also represents Christ consciousness, God, right?
Yeah.
Father God, divine masculine. And the Inti Raymi is an act of gratitude for the year that has passed. So tomorrow is like the new year in the Inca traditions. It's the consecration of the new year. And it is also a way to maintain communication with the spiritual world. We do offerings. We can offer flowers, something that we do with love. Can be a meal, yeah, to offer to Pachamama and to the sun. Also a drink, like we do chicha. It's a drink made of purple corn. It's delicious. We can do some offerings for our ancestry because ultimately the four elements were created before us, and the sun, the universe, the earth was created before us. So they are also our ancestry, right? Divine ancestry. So we can also offer them some flowers and meal, grains, seeds, as symbols of life. We wouldn't be here without the sun, without the universe, without Earth. So it's returning. In this day, we are remembering how to return to our center, that is our heart, and in the unity of our divine masculine, divine feminine, how we balance both energies is in the heart, how we balance the thoughts, the thinking with the feelings is awakening the heart. That's the loving.
Yes.
That's what the South America brings.
Remembers.
Remember to the whole world, right? Is returning to the heart.
Yeah.
Um,
And I've heard that
yeah.
the South America, that area, the Incas, the Peruvians, they remember is like the solar feminine as well, like a solar feminine kind of portal, which has been missing on the planet and suppressed. So all those aspects are very, very important. And
yeah, it's important. Excuse me, Susan.
yeah,
Return to that Inti is the what it means is the human as children of the sun or as children of the divine. It's the pure soul
right.
returning to the pure soul. It's what we. This is the era that we are heading, and that's why our kids came in masses.
That purity.
That purity,
Yeah,
because they are leading the path to the returning to the heart and the pure soul.
right. The pure
Go ahead.
soul. And the
Yeah.
sun, I mean, the gold reminds me that the human architecture is a gold body. The true human design of the human is a gold body. And also then the sun represents, in astrology, the sun rules the constellation of Leo, right? And so we are honoring the great white lion, and now as the great white lion is welcoming back the great feline, which would be sort of quote his true counterpart of the masculine feminine. We can in terms of Yeshua, we could think of it as Yeshua and Mary, but it's bringing back this wholeness, the whole human, the gold human, which was always, the true templating. So the symbolism of the great white lion is the like the return of the pure father principle, in a sense, the divine masculine, and the reason why it's different going through this solstice is that the feminine principle has been suppressed. And this, one of the most significant ways that that happened was the Great Feline of Lemuria. There was like a Lemurian Holocaust many thousands of years ago. You know, some put it at between 20 and 25,000 years ago by just say external forces, in order to then seed a more distorted masculine principle, which is what we've been living under in a sense over the last 6,000 years. So, and like Sammy was kind of referring to, there's genetics. The Great Feline, it's genetic because we were designed to be expressions of God's source. And the way I see the Great Feline genes is that presence. It's an expression in the universal evolution. Let's say if we imagine that the universe also evolved, and source expressed itself in many different ways to get to this human, more dense level, let's say. But it's an evolution, and there are many emanations that it went through, and one of them was what some call the Anuhazi Mua, and that's where the Great Feline to me comes from. That's what I feel in my body, and so the Lemurians, the Mu root race, carried those genetics, and it's the genetics of the Great Feline had much more sensory awareness, intuition, attunement, relational intelligence, grace, and was very, very connected to Earth and Gaia. So that's what we mean by kind of the matriarchal lineage, and why we remember kind of that Lemurian root race, because they were a root race, and the matriarchal lines and the power of the feminine principle. And to me, the Great Feline she was like a protector of life on Earth. And, that means all life. Because when you're so in tune with the planet, with Gaia, then you wouldn't create things that would cause harm. And you ensure that everyone is fed. We wouldn't have this extreme poverty. So when that Great Feline aspect was destroyed through the Mu Holocaust, then I would say didn't completely squash it out, but it kind of disassembled that DNA, those genetics, and then over many more thousands of years after that, then we got to the point where we are 6,000 years ago, roughly. And I won't go into like the history of all that, right? Because there's Atlantis, there's further degradation of the actual human gold body, human genetically. So in the Great Feline returning, then that sensory awareness in all of us genetically, that means physically, will start to be reweaved back into us. And this is one of the great gifts of the autism, the autists. They come in much more sensory sensitive, because we lost that aspect in a sense when that Great Feline genetics was almost destroyed, or basically disassembled. So they come in more sensitive. Their sensory system is more sensitive, and it's more consistent with a gold body human and Christ consciousness. And Christ consciousness, as many of you know here understand, it's not about a man, and it's not a religion. Christ consciousness is the Trinity, like Malena was talking about, the three, the flowering, the masculine, the feminine, and then the third principle is would complete the Christ consciousness, right? And so then the leonine, or the masculine, what we would call masculine, if feline is connected to, let's say, cosmic mother, then the leonine great white lion is like the cosmic father of courage, of sovereignty, noble leadership, and it's the two together, and then birthing the third principle that keeps everything in alignment, where we take responsibility for our creations, and we can sense in the environment of what we're creating. It gives us the wisdom of know what to create, what not to create, what would be harmful to other life on the planet, and what would not. It would be a much more intrinsic, heartfelt knowing of that. And so this is the true soul of the human, and together they create something more than balance. We have to come back to this idea of equilibrium, and equilibrium in a dynamic system, right? It senses, just like our cells do, it senses what's around it, what's coming in, and it's trying to make adjustments to adapt to the environment, but it would also then heal the environment. We would fix the, quote, quote, fix the environment. We wouldn't create things that would damage. So it's much more dynamic, and it's this equilibrium is an aspect that humanity, as let's say one soul, as one organism, has forgotten. And then we're each individual expressions, but we can coexist in a dynamic system altogether. So that's an important distinction I want to make, that we're stepping into here. That this is not the same old system that we want to recreate. We want to create through something new, and a big part of that is reconnecting to our soul, and the diamond sun body that we were actually created to be. So the earth is coming alive through atomically. This is also part of what that feminine principle would be. The feminine is like, and the mother is, right, the great womb. She assembles, brings atoms together, and then to create a body. It's microcosmic. It's the world of the small fractals that the mother brings. And so we've only been operating on this idea of the macro, and a masculine principle, that without that wisdom and intuitive knowing of the feminine, then we get distortions. We get aggressive, warlike ideas, principles, mental patterning, and what we've created. So this is an important portal that we're walking through, and as we walk through it, then we're coming out on the other side with these two principles back in a unified field of wholeness, and And we invite, everyone that's here today, that's part of the intention is that you will then more readily and gracefully integrate that, and not from a mental perspective, but a heart perspective, a feeling perspective, intuitive, as an intuitive knowing, as we go forward. So at this time, if you all want to come in, or if anybody want to add in the chat, if you have any intentions that you want for yourself or the planet, please feel free to share.
It's also the beginning of the Lion Gates energy tomorrow, right? It's
Yeah,
the
yeah, it
beginning.
can be. Yeah, yeah,
So I was reading that and feeling that it's very abundant
yeah. That's
time
right.
in
Yeah,
this time until the Lion Gates,
leading
the
into the Lionsgate.
eight
Yeah,
eight.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm.
And I had wondered about that myself. I was like, well, is this more appropriate for the Lionsgate? And it was like, no, you have to do this.
Oh, yeah.
You have to do this for this solstice, right? Especially if the lion also represents the sun. The sun rules
Mm.
Leo. Uh, and in my understanding is that even in other ancient traditions, the sun was seen as a feminine, not a masculine.
Yeah,
It
in
was.
ancient traditions, well, they say also Jan and both feminine and masculine,
Mm-hmm,
feminine and masculine.
mm-hmm,
But in ancient tradition, I heard the Amaterasu, for example, is a goddess. The Amaterasu is the sun, but
mm-hmm,
it's a goddess also.
mm,
So yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I both aspects.
yeah.
Mm.
Well, if you all want to just silently say whatever your intention is, or if you feel called to do the listen again in the future, you can write down an intention. And and the other thing about today, I guess, Rory, I don't know if anybody else is familiar with Rory Duff. I know some of you are. Rory Duff, he has passed away, but he did extensive work mapping out ley lines and things around the planet. And I think it was the first one to start talking about dragon nodes that he said, dragon lines that he said he felt were coming online in 2017. But I guess he said that the day before a solstice and the equinoxes, all the ley lines come into a harmonic resonance. That, well, we're doing it today on the 20th, and tomorrow is Father's Day too, so I don't want to do it on
On
Father's Day.
Father's Day.
Yeah, for other people that might be celebrating with
Are
dads
you
and
are
their.
you sharing slides because we are not seeing a slide?
Oh, yeah, I'm not sharing them
I
yet.
know, not now. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, we'll get back to the slides. I want to give people a chance to
Yeah,
yeah, just
Carrie
share.
says something.
Yeah, and there's another Zoom user, just Zoom user. I set the intention to find more awe and wonder in each day and to share that whenever possible. Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you. Carrie shared Playful Soul Academy of Self, the resume of the inner child, innocent one. What does her resume look like built on the foundations of what forged us from survival? Um, from what can this bring forth? Bringing the color back to the world. Oh, I love that. Yeah, yeah. Color back to the world because we've been kind of. The idea is that what it reminds me of is we've been in polarity, right? Polarity
Mhm.
of black and white, and then the in between is where all the richness. It's the contrast of that brings forward all the different colors and making and coming to life within ourselves and our own souls, and how can we help to paint the new earth, the new world. And we had somebody else come in to integrate our masculine and feminine energies within all of us. That's right. It's how we come back into wholeness. Yeah, and thank you. Yeah, Malena is drumming in the background. So we will continue with the energetic work that goes with this. We're in a field of energy already, and let me just add that I felt guided about Lake Titicaca because a few months ago I had this vision of a pyramid rising out of Lake Titicaca and welcoming the return of the Great Feline. And I think the Incas were also considered the ancestors of the Mu, the root race of the Lemurian Mu. And they're awakening not just here, but along the Pacific Rim as the earth is shaking and quaking, and Hawaii, where the Mu were really concentrated. And my understanding from someone named Lisa Renee, she says that that's where the Lemurian Holocaust of the root race took place, was in Hawaii. So all of that is awakening now. But so we have just energetic slides as we continue on, and this is the energy of the healing of the Mu root race. Malena, if you want to continue with your drumming, and I feel like maybe some sacred sounds from you, Malena. Any singing or chanting that wants to come forward? And Chiron, the wounded healer, is supporting the healing of this memory. Those who may hold the memory in your cells, in your hearts, feel this transmission, this sacred healing. Feel the light through constellation Ophiuchus, bringing this healing rays, light encoded healing. Ga wanako shikono desi, ishikiteta tosukototo. We heal the fears of that time, for it is fear that keeps many of you from rising, from allowing your souls to soar. And there are some sacred sounds from some of the artists that are coming through. This is from Mick. Wah, hua, wah, 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 wah. Wah, hua, wah, 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 wah. Sometimes I can feel my body, this is still Mick, like I am in the sun. Can you feel the heat of this sun that's coming through the plasma? In this moment, I'm one with the plasma of the sun to facilitate this healing. Dark ones are leaving, dark ones cannot survive. So many of you abandoned your souls after this Holocaust. So many of you went into hiding and were born even wanting to hide still. Memories of being unsafe has permeated the planet. But it is these genetics of the Mu root race that is needed at this time. Feel your spine igniting. Feel Amarea flame codes now igniting your brainstem. To help heal the memories implanted into your brainstem, to implant you with fear. Feel the fear dissipating. Feel the shield of forgetfulness that you were born into dissolving by the Amarea flames. Can you feel it running down your spine? Ai shiki shite sa toto sonono. Mia ia ia. And Lucy comes in. E e o wa ah e o wa ya. E e ah wa. Remember the elementals of Lemuria, ones that you forgot. Lemuria was much richer with elementals and nature spirits that have not even been able to flourish here. Can you feel them? They're coming back to life as the earth changes, as the earth is awakening, as Gaia is awakening. Ooh, ooh, Lucy says, I remember these times. I remember bathing in the waters of what you know as Lake Titicaca now. There's a dragon rising out of Lake Titicaca. Kotoshi si ya, okoko deshi ya, ayo wahaha, ha, o wahaha I.
Remember who you are. Opening your hearts. I heard Lucy saying that. Open your hearts.
Open your minds.
Mind.
Can you feel the rays of dissolution of diamond waters coming now down through the central vertical channel? It clears the cerebral spinal fluids, Aishitiyata, the corpus callosum, the two halves of the brain that function as one. Even the brain, the neurology will come into oneness, into harmony and balance. And Jawa, the dragon from Antarctica, is helping to clear distortions from our body, cleared by wave systems that created extreme polarity. She supports the oneness of the mental and emotional. Or to the autists, the mental and emotional bodies are really one. Shikasa tata sonoto tekete, shikata sokototo diata tatanya, diata sakata, diata sikete setetanya, noa haya. And Anthony is saying that there are new crystalline geometries even that are rising, that are surfacing, ancient codes of the earth from before you even knew what Lemuria was. This is from the times, very early times, when the earth was being cultivated for life on the planet. Kashkatatasata. So the Moai of Rapa Nui are making their presence known. The Elohim who stepped down their field as dragons, the Moai dragons, to oversee the seeding of the earth. Kashkatatata. Building the physical matter of the earth. So the Moai dragons are present, rewriting the codes of the earth as overlays, false overlays of Metatronic reversal, coding of bi-wave checkerboard mutations dissolve. The inorganic flower of life dissolves, and the crystal spiral of the gold human is now returning. Then you will remember cellularly and atomically, subatomic particles are being rewritten. Feel the Lemurian diamond-like codes that are activating. The Great Feline, the Great White Lion, welcomes her back, welcomes back his beloved counterpart. And from the Great White Lion, we can even feel a sense of relief to bring sanity back to humanity, for even that masculine principle has been used and distorted in a way that the Great White Lion does not approve of. Go shikata sata nyata sikitete. Dia dikashiti sete dea da do soto toto satata tata dia. And I'm feeling Anthony now even with these diamond light geometries coming in through the brain stem, igniting the brain stem of remembrance as the shield of forgetfulness dissolves.
Yeah, feel it in your sacral and root.
Yes, yes. And there's a little girl. I don't know who she is. An autist who's also coming in. Her name is Taya or Tia. In South America, she is Peruvian herself, an autist there. Let the winds of change be upon you. Float on these winds of change. Even the air element is going through a transfiguration. We bring these new winds to you. to enable yourself to lift, to rise. Aishkiti I don't speak, she says, but my sounds are richer. I can't speak the same words that humanity has spoken because it too has been laced with fallen truths. So my sounds are pure, my sounds emanate, my sounds are encoded, my sounds ripple out. Can you see a song when I speak, when I make my sound? She says, shh, I won't speak until humanity speaks truth, truth of the heart. I won't speak until the children are freed, and not just the children with autism, but the children, all the children on the planet. We come for all of you, all of us. We are not here to be separate. We are not here for a mission for us. We are here for the rights of humanity, of sovereignty. We speak for sovereignty of the human soul. Let our voices rise. Let us speak in the language that we want to speak. I bathe in the water of Lake Titicaca, she says. I relish in the water because I feel the dragon rising there. I feel the dragons emanating their codes. I feel all of it. And I let it seep into my skin. I breathe with these waters. I breathe and I sing to these waters every day. Feel these Celestine waters trickling down. Feel these Celestine waters washing over you, washing your blood. It washes your lymphatic fluids. It washes through every vein, every capillary, every artery. It is divine encoded light. Shikishiata sa te se teke. Di ti te makuta. That is I'm drawing a blank on what language that is. It's but it means we welcome the coming. We welcome. Come to us. Come to us. Great white lion, great feline, come to us and allow us to relish in your presence again. We welcome you back to the earth. We welcome you. We honor you. And when we honor you, we honor ourselves. We honor the remembering of wholeness and oneness in ourselves. We remember the right use of power. We remember noble leadership. We bring back the true meaning of protective presence of the masculine principle. Let the girls, the boys of the earth feel safety again, feel true safety and true nourishment once again. Let the protectors, this great white, the great feline, the protector of life on earth, return. And let us do our piece, our part, to become protectors ourselves for all of the planet, to bring sanity back, to bring balance back to our economic systems, to correct our monetary systems, our financial systems, our education systems, our medical systems, the right use of technology, the holy use of technology. Show us the way, Great Feline and Great White Lion. Be our guiding force on the planet once again, as we become the true one humanity that we can be. Feel the gold body now coming through. Do you feel the liquid gold running through you? Feel this liquid gold. That is gold, black gold, and white gold. To cleanse, to heal. We collapse all doubts. We collapse all false truths within us. We collapse all of man-made laws that is not in alignment with God's laws. Let the true meaning of abundance flourish on the planet.
I feel our ancestors saying, let's bring the sunlight inside our bodies, aligning our golden body, light body with the sun.
Yes.
Just feel a column of light, of sunlight rising through your spine with each breath, and your central channel become straighter, clearer, brighter. Just feel this will help you to anchor all these energies of the lion, the great lion I'm feeling. See your chakras as golden discs aligning one by one, like the sun rising. Every chakra rising perfectly over the horizon, like the sun. You may say, I'm aligning the pure light and to the truth of the pure soul who I am.
Yes.
Oh,
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Now feel every cell, your millions of cells. Visualize it like little suns. All your cells, little suns shining bright, restoring health, restoring your divinity. Just feel all that little suns inside you and a big inner sun that is in your heart space. Let it grow now, today, and from now on, grow into a huge sun that will shine the light of the divine, your own light as children, the divine of children of the sun, children of source, children of mother, children of the universe. We are precious, precious like the sun. Just see the rays of the sun, your inner sun going through all directions, north, south, east, west, and radiate that light out into your home, your family, your community, your city, your state, country, and planet Earth. Let's embody who we are, this divine soul, into the physical body. Be in alignment to yourself. And if there is anything that you need to let go now, let it go. Just drop it into air to be transmuted into light. Mother Earth will easily transmute anything that you drop into light. Just drop any Usha, dense energies. Don't hold on to anything that's not your true, pure soul.
Yes. There's no need to be afraid to let your light shine anymore. The era of siphoning is over.
Over. Lucy and the children say, we are here to show you the way to be pure souls again.
Yes. With that, we close and seal. Let Malena drum a little bit more. And we are going to just close by playing this video, and our space will come to an end when the video ends. So thank you everyone for joining us.
was fun. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
There was so much divine and fun. Love you, girl. Ladies. Love you, everyone.
Yes.
Lots of love. Thank you for the hearts. How sweet, Hannah. Take care, everyone.
Yes, take care.